Good morning. My name's Liz Bailey, as you know, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in New Jersey. Originally from England, so there's a bit of a mix-up with the accent. So the first thing I wanted to cover was my raffle. So the raffle that I drew today for last week, Susan Feliciano Pacheco won. I'm sure I just absolutely butchered your name and I'm sorry about that, but I'll be contacting you to get your address so I can send you a little something. And the one I forgot to draw last week was won by Kim Crane, so I'll be sending her something too. So that's that. And if you want to get in for the raffle for next Sunday, all you have to do is share this video, and I would be really grateful if you would, because it means that more people will see my my live. Also, if you place an order with me of $25, I will send you the pieces to make this week's cards. So you get a little packet like this with all the bits in that you would need. So I would be really grateful if you did that too. So I was doing the Field and Flower DSP last week and I was getting really carried away with it. It was really fun. I finished doing my live and then I wanted to make some more. So I said I would show them to you. So I made this one, which was actually basically the same as one of the ones I made, but the paper was the other side, and I thought that was great. And then I had said it would be fun to make a box, so I did, to put all my cards in with a little belly band, and using, these were all happy birthday cards, so I might very well do a live to show you how to make this box, because it's very easy and it's really useful. And I'm also, I haven't finished it yet, but I have a prototype to make a smaller box, completely undecorated, because I put the put the score in the wrong place because I didn't follow my directions. And this is a box that will hold note cards. So, and it only uses a regular piece of cardstock, so it's easy for anyone to make. So I'll be showing that soon, once I've got one that looks decorated and nice. So what else do I need to tell you? Nothing, I think. So I'm going to change my glasses and put these somewhere. Yep, there we go. And now I can actually see close up, and I'm going to point you down and we'll get going. So let me just point you that way so that you can see what a beautiful day it is out there. It actually is gorgeous outside. I mean, no, that's not true. It looks gorgeous outside. Come on, come on. Sorry, let me just move you a little bit more. Maybe straighten you up. Yep, that looks good. So it looks beautiful outside. We've got blue skies, we've got sun, as you can see, is causing a bit of a shadow here, but it's only 37 degrees. So today is a great day to stay in and craft. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use the Darling Donkeys today. So this is what we're going to make. Here's a second one. This ribbon is absolutely fantastic. I love it. It's Blackberry Bliss, and it's great. And this one stepped up a bit. I'm still a bit short of birthday cards, so that's a birthday card. I don't know why I'm so short of them. I think as a card maker I'd have hundreds, but... And this is the packet that I would send you if you place that $25 order, which I hope you will. So, this is a bit, let's move it more that way. You can still see, yes. Right, so what you do is, when you get the packet, you go down to the first card base and That's what you need for the first card. So I've got 2 of these because you never know what happens when you're doing things on camera. Well, you do, it can go wrong. So I've got this is very vanilla, and I'm going to use Smoky Slate to do my donkey. Move that out of the way so I can put that here. There we go. And it's this donkey. So let's put him, or her, I don't know, right there. Yeah, move that out of the way. So now I'm going to take some of these watercolor pencils. These are all in the first pack, so I'm getting out the basic grey, and I might use the black if I need it a bit extra. So what I'm going to do is merely colour them in and be a bit darker in certain places, like his mane and the inside of his ears. And anywhere there's a bit of shading, because that means that's where it would be in shadow. And the artists are brilliant at making you feel like an artist as you put the shading in, which I wouldn't have known to do. So I'm just gonna take the very vanilla colour off him, because I don't think you get many donkeys that are very vanilla. I'm just going to have a very pale grey on the rest of his body, like so. Then I am going to get out my blender pen, and I don't like the pencil lines. Sorry, I can't think and paint and can't talk apparently and colour at the same time. And I've noticed that at classes that when we're colouring, people can't. It gets very, very quiet. So it's not just me. So how's that look? That looks all right. Clean this, even though I'll be using it for grey in a minute. And you know what? I did this on one of the cards, but I'm going to add a bit of sparkle to the inside of his ears and his tail. Yeah, that looks so much more festive. Not that it's festive at the moment. Right, so now we're going to put that on its mat. This is Magenta Madness. There we go. And here's our very vanilla card base. Which side did I? Is that slightly shiny? Well, if I can't tell, then apparently it doesn't matter, does it? So then we need our Magenta Madness. It's such a bright colour. It's awesome. Really, really happy. Do our sentiment first. Oop. Here we go. I do like having circle cutouts because you don't have to have it straight. It makes it much easier when you're doing a live because you don't care what happens. I'll just turn it around a bit. Let me just close this up. There we go. Right, and now let's construct the first card. So, and now I've got a spare one for later. It's all very good. Except it's odd how never seem to have the right one pre-cut, or if I do, it's the wrong colour. But one day it will work, right? So, going to place him there, and then I'm going to pop this up, but I'm going to not put anything here because that's going to be higher up, so I don't need that popped. Just going to pop most of it. So now I can kind of slide it into place because there's not anything there, and it will be straight, or rather it's not on the dimensional, isn't on here, because then that would make it be a bit raised up. So that's number one. It looks so happy. So now we want to get the next one. So go down to the card base, and oh, we need that as well. See, isn't this absolutely, it's just gorgeous. I love it. Might be using it a lot. So, what should we do first? Let's do the background. Out of the way. I don't have a very large stamping station. This is a 33 inch squared card table. One day I'm going to have more space, but at the moment, I guess it's good because it means I can't get too untidy, because believe me, I would. It seems a bit, got that kind of mouldy thing going. Whatever, doesn't matter. I'm just going to do this around the background. So peaceful today. Love it. Now I'm not over sure where it's going to be, so let's just, that must be enough. Let me just check that before I put it away. It needs a little more on this side, I think. There we go. There. Right, okay, so while we're at it, let's do, well, we've still got the ink, the Blackberry Bliss out, let's do the sentiment. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? Let's, and look, here I have another one. Let's try that one. Looks like I need to re-ink it. Ooh, that's not good either. Okay, what are we gonna do? Yes. Okay, well, we'll just have to change. Okay, I'll get rid of those, and we're going to have this. Right, so next we're going to stamp our donkey in the smoky slate again, and this time it's this one. And I must remember to re-ink that. I should put it separate, so I do. Move that over there. There we go. Okay. So basically the same again. except this time I decided that it was a girl donkey and she was going to have some lipstick. But hey, we can get to that in a minute. So just lay down some colour. Heavier in the places where there are lines. Don't forget, you can also go back and add more after you're done. So although it looks like it takes a long time, it doesn't really. And then you get rid of the pencil lines and move the colour around a little. So it just looks not quite, like just a little pale donkey. And if you want him darker, you can add a bit of black in. I think I'm going to add a bit more to these areas. Now, actually, where is it? I'll use my Winker Stella to move that around a bit and add a bit of glimmer. Yep. And then I'm going to give her a little bit of red here for her lipstick. There we go. Right, so let's start building. I've got to spare one of those now, which is good. Right, now let's put this on the card base. Build it up that way. I didn't mean the card base, I meant the mat. Which way? It doesn't matter, does it, when you put it on a mat? Need more coffee, obviously. And we'll put that on the card base. A little wonky, but it's handmade. It's not Hallmark. And it's hard not to be wonky when you're not over it. So now I'm going to put this on, and I'm not going to pop that up. The next piece is going to be popped up. Okay, so there we are. Then I'll just add that. Yeah, it looks right there, doesn't it? So we don't want anything popped up there. I'm going to pop it up. And I'll be able to slide it up here, and then when I get to there, I'll know that that will work. And then we get this gorgeous ribbon. I forget what it's called, but it's the only Blackberry Bliss ribbon in the catalogue at the moment. And we're going to make a little bow. rabbit ears method works for me. Might be a little large. Okay. Of course, if you're doing this on your own roll, you don't have to waste quite so much. But there we are. And we will get a glue dot and roll it a little to make it smaller on the, there we go. And so you've got this nice, slightly smaller glue dot, so it doesn't show out the front. Now all we have to do is trim our there we go. You know what? I'm going to add some of these because I've got a smudge. So just have a few. So it's a happy card. You could use some. I think that looks perfect there. Oops. And then let's have one there. Come on. And there. Right, there you go, fixed. So that's that one. And then next we're going to make this. This one is using the Parisian Flourishing 3D embossing folder. And let's move that out of the way. So let's get our pieces for that. Here are our pieces. The main thing to remember here is to put this piece around before you stick it onto the card base, otherwise you can't. And I'm really bad at remembering that. So let's see how I do today, shall we? So we need the donkey again. It's the main focus, of course. So where is this one? Here he is. Let me just ink that up over here and good. And we can get rid of the smoky grey. There we are. Right, so same deal, because it's still a donkey, so he's still going to be grey. Did I tell you this is the basic grey one? And yeah, that's all I've used so far. Try not to do his teeth. Although I don't know if donkeys have good teeth hygiene and whether they would have stained teeth. Mind you, with all the grass they eat, maybe they would be almost green, who knows. So let's make that bit a bit darker. And then his tail, or her tail, or whatever. Yep. And let's And then we're going to have a red rose. Don't forget to clean off your blender pen in between colours. And then we'll have a bit of green for the rose. Okay. Where's the top? There it is. And then I think, as before, we need to make the ears all shimmery and the tail. Yeah. That's good. So that will go on there. Give it a second to dry whilst I do the sentiment. It's easier to open it if you do it this way. I don't know why, but I find it that way. It's your birthday. Good. Got a spare one here then. Right, and let's start construction. There we go. Then we need to put it on here. Isn't this beautiful? As I said, it was the Parisian Flourishing 3D embossing folder. Definitely worth a purchase. So this goes on top. And then we deal with the ribbon. Okay. Hopefully I don't forget. Otherwise we'll end up changing this card too. Right, so that's better. Maybe a little. It's hard with the shadow from the sun to see. Okay, now quick, put this on. Or is it this one? It's this one. So I'm going to it's going to go across there. So right, so let's put that one down like so. Then going to make sure that this is, or that we believe this is straight. Not quite, is it? Let's just try that again. There we go. And then we can add it to our card base. I can't tell which side. No, this is the non-shiny side, so the shine caused by the bone folder. Okay. I'm going to put this right there. Or should we put it on there? let's do the bow first and think about that. So this, again, with my bunny ears. I used to be a volunteer firefighter. We had to do knots with gloves on. This is so much easier. Yeah. Can't imagine tying a bow like this with those gloves on. Okay, I think that will fit beautifully there. Get my... Ooh, I'm running out of glue dots. Okay. There we are. I kind of wonder if I could squish that a bit so it actually looked like it was. Apparently not. Well, yeah, you can. You can squish it and then put the... Yeah, that works. I like that. This one, it's very obvious that it was placed afterwards. This, you might have to think about it. So, now we can decide where we're going to put. Yeah, I don't like it there. I'm going to put it there. So, just, I think, I'm going to use little ones so that top can just be over that rather than having extra dimension that it doesn't need. So I'll just kind of slide that into place. Yes, there we go. So let's take a look at what we have done. So we got that one, this one, and that one. So I hope you enjoyed watching these, and I also hope that you'll join me when I show you how to make this. I'm not sure whether that's next week or the week after, but it's coming up. As I told you before, if you place an order with me of $25, I'll send you all these pieces, except probably not these because they weren't supposed to be there, to make this set. I can't do the stamping for you, it's against compliance. So if you don't have the donkeys, you can substitute something else, I'm sure. So, or you can get the donkeys as your as part of your order. So, and also please share my video because it really helps me to get new people to see my creations, which is always a good thing. So I hope you have a great day. And thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next Sunday at 11. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.